Hello and welcome back to Jade's story, where we are heading off to our den after a very long, brutal winter of battling the other packs for territory. It is finally spring, and careful, Jade. We are very much expecting pups, so we are off to welcome our third litter into this world. So we are going to get to our den. Gosh, look how beautiful it is. This is it morning or evening? I can never tell. I believe this is our den right here. This is the den we had our last litter in. And Jade wants to use it again. We almost didn't get to because other packs took over the territory. There's a bear right there. Get out of here, bear. Jade's about to have puppies and she's more worried about a bear. There's coyotes too. Perhaps not the best sign, but we did use this den before and had okay luck, so let's see what happens. We are hoping for a very big litter so we can use some of the amazing names that were suggested. Thank you all again. Yes. And what did we name this den? I think we named this just Big Rock Den. And then the other one was Ungulate Valley Den. Alright, it's our birthday. We are turning 5 years old. Can you believe it? Jade is already turning 5. That's crazy. We definitely want territorial might. Youthful prowess is a nice one to have. Good memory. I do like to have good memory as well. I kind of really want to give her more strength. But she could also use more. She needs everything. Can we just pick everything? I think we're gonna go with territorial might, youthful prowess, and strength. We can't do speed because she's now 5 and speed is not on here. You know, I would like to do stamina because stamina is pretty important, but I don't know, I think we're gonna go with strength, so that is what we are going to do. Let's go ahead and advance to age 5. Ooh. Yay, we had 6 puppies. We had, holy smokes, 2, 3, 4, 5 females and only 1 male. Alright, so I'm so happy she had lots of puppies so we can use some of these names. I wanted to give everybody a chance to get a name on a pup. So let me pull up everything. Actually, we are going to bring everybody out first. I want to see all of the pups and what they look like before we start giving them names. Okay. I'm going to turn name tags on. Citrine about gave me a heart attack because I thought there was like coyotes just hanging out down there. Alright, now 4 weeks old. Let's skip those tips. So we've been in the den for 3 weeks now with these pups, and they're now 4 weeks old and able to come out for their very first time. They look so much smaller. I don't know why they look so small. Besides, they are very small puppies, but my goodness. We have 49F. Kind of a dark grayish chocolate color. 48F. Also a dark gray color. with some brown on her forehead. 46F reminds me of how Citrine looked when she was younger. Nice gray color. Her coat will probably be very interesting. Look at everybody feeding him. Everybody come say hi. Yes. Citrine's being a good big sister. Ruby's being a good big sister. Even Magnus is giving them food. They have plenty of food, that's for sure. 47 male, or 47M is our only boy. My goodness. Look at you all. And we have 50F and 45F. I think 45F looks like our darkest pup. Cute. Alright, let's keep those on. I need out of this view. That's what I'm trying to do. Alright, we are going to lay down here for just a moment. Let's do a little pup cam so that I can see these guys a little bit better. Just got like a lighter bottom coat, nice dark colors on the top. Aww. Guys doing your first howl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just trying to get a good feel for them. 48F looked like she was trying to stalk or something there for a minute. Look at you guys. Aww. Guy's gonna interact. Too cute. There's other wolves howling in the background. Gosh, 50F almost looks like she's gonna have that brindle looking coat. Okay. Let's go back to Jade. Alright, let me pull stuff up again. Alright. We have our female names up first. I mostly picked the ones that had multiple people suggesting them. And then if there wasn't somebody on one of those names, I also picked some names from them. So let's go ahead and give it a spin. And we have, it was almost sapphire, but we got agate. Or agate, I guess is how you say that. Agate. And that was suggested by Catherine, Obsidian Oak, and Aurora. So we have our very first female. All of them look kind of similar, so I think we're just going to start at the top and work our way down, and then if there's a pup that we look at and think that one of the other names would match better, we could swap them. Alright, let's do another spin. And we have turquoise, suggested by Lavender, Aurora, and Aurora. Lavender suggested the name for a light gray or white wolf. We do have a light gray wolf. Let's see which one was our light gray. It wasn't the male, was it? Let me see. It's you, 46F. So let's give that name to her then. Oh, she was next on the list anyways. Turquoise. I think I spelled that correctly. I hope. Okay. Yeah. I'll remove that one. Give it another spin. Alright, we have Aquamarine, suggested by Lavender and Aurora as well. A more whitish or maybe bluish wolf. Let me see. 27M. I mean, that could be a male's name. Let's see who else we have. Ooh, we could do 49F. She's kind of a darkish blue color. Okay, let's do her. 49F. It's going to be aquamarine. Okay. We will remove that one. And give it another spin. And diamond. I think a lot of you will be happy with that one. It was suggested by Catherine, Lavender, Aurora, and the Angry Hound. It was suggested for a wolf with a white, either a white wolf or a dark pup with a white dot on the chest. I didn't see any with a white dot on the chest, and none of them really turned out white. So I think we are just going to give it. Let's look at the remaining two females. Let's see our choices. So we have 50F that looks like she's going to be more of that brindle. And then we have this little girl. I'm thinking 48F. She's got that brown on her head. Could be like a diamond, can it? Not exactly the right color, but that's okay. Alright. Alright, and then last one. Got one more female to name. And we got Sapphire. Catherine, Obsidian Oak, and Lavender all suggested that one. Let's go. Sapphire. Did I spell that correctly? Yeah. Alright, so we have one male left. Let me just look at my list here. Like I said, I want to give everybody a chance to get a name on the list, so I might just pick the male's name myself, depending on, you know, who did not get a name on here. Alright, so I have 3 male names up here that we can choose from. I don't believe Violet got a name on the females, and Simple Square did not get a name on the females. And if you don't see your name up here, then I apologize, because I tried my best to make sure everybody got a chance. And I know Lila Wolf suggested some a while ago, but that was a really long time ago, and I don't know if you're still watching or not, so feel free to suggest again if you are still watching. But I want to do these because all of you guys commented these names recently. So let's give it a spin. Let's see what our male pup is going to be named. And we have Amazon Night by Violet, Aurora, and Lavender. Amazon Night. So, Simple Square, I am so sorry you did not get a name on here. I will make sure you get a name on the next litter of pups for sure. So you are sure in for the next one. And if I did miss anybody else, then you guys let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure that you get on the next litter as well. So I always feel bad when somebody doesn't get a name on there. But at least we had a big litter, so we were able to use quite a few. And now we have our pups: agate, turquoise, amazonite, diamond, aquamarine, and sapphire. So thank you all again. I hope you guys like those names. Let's close out of that and go back to Jade. So yeah, we now have our puppies. We have a very big litter to take care of. My goodness. I was hoping for a big litter for Jade because I wanted to use a lot of the names that were suggested. Why did I say that so weird? Suggested. But big litters also scare me because that means we'll probably have more sickness and bad things happen. So hopefully everybody will be okay. It looks like the pack fed the pups very well. Everybody is nice and full. All the adults are not too bad. And territory is, I mean, not the greatest because we still need to take territory back, but like we definitely need to, we need to do this whole flower right here, like this whole thing. But maybe we will just work on this flower shape to start with. And we have plenty of energy. Let's do a little howl with everybody. We haven't really interacted with the pups at all because we were focused on naming everybody. There we go. What do you guys all think? And we will go ahead and send everybody in. And we'll see who wants to join us on some territory and hunting patrol. Oh look, there's our elk antler we brought back last time. Maybe we can bring more back this time. We'll have to see. And like I said last time, Jade has learned to put all the pups in before leaving, even if somebody is staying. Predators just really seem to take advantage of... Let's go slight bit this way. Take care of that 71% hex first, and then we'll head to the east. But anyways, predators seem to take advantage of that weak point when you're leaving the den. It's like they watch for it. We have a Malachite with us, and Magnus, and Citrine. So it looks like Ruby is being a good big sister again and staying with the pups, allowing Citrine and Magnus time out to learn more about territory and hunting and gain more experience. Even though their experience meter is no longer there, you know, they still have a lot to learn. And Jade got to do all of that last time, so it's nice of her to stay back and allow Magnus and Citrine to learn a bit more. Yeah, we don't want coyotes around here. Alright, where are we at? I mean, I want to do this flower, but gosh, that's only at 58%. I feel like that might be a good idea. I don't think we're going to go sniffing for something to hunt today. I think we will go off-site once again and just see what we come across, because Malachite, you gonna get it? Good job. Good job, Malachite. There's bison. We won't be hunting them. We are in Cottonwood Creek territory. So let's go find their marker. Looks like it might be close, and it is. Hey, that actually took it. Jade will put it right here, looking out over this field. I mean, it's not her favorite spot, but it'll do for now. She'll have to rearrange the markers when she has more time to do so. I think what we are going to do, because I feel like these two markers have been pretty consistent. This marker is kind of down in the mountains. So I think we are going to take this one off. And we are going to start using some of these markers to let us know which markers, like scent posts, are just placed randomly, so that we know which ones we can find a better spot for when we enter the territory and come back to, like, strengthen them. Wrong way, let's head to the east. Went the long way around there, didn't I? We want to keep up with our scent bar. It'd be smart to go home and sleep now, but we barely did anything today, so I don't think Jade's gonna do that. A bear. Get out of here, bear. I feel like bears are more abundant this year. So a quick note while we work our way towards this marker here. Lightning and Moonstones episodes, I have had... Oh, are we eating mule deer today? Let's see. I had all of their episodes pre-recorded for the month of December and beginning of January. I did really good getting all of them recorded. But now I am out of pre-recorded episodes. And with Jade, her recordings take a while to record and edit, and I haven't really had time to record anything else. So I'm kind of thinking I might need to move Jade around a little bit. So I've been really enjoying doing her story daily, and I'm going to keep doing that as much as possible, but on Mondays and Fridays I might just need to do Moonstone and Lightning, and Jade might have to wait until the next day. We'll see if I can make it happen. I will. I also haven't really had time to record... Where did our carcass go? There it is. I haven't really had time to record any Isle videos because I've been playing Jade so much too. So, like I said, I'm going to try to work it out where I can record like both on the same day, but there might be days where Jade doesn't get an episode because, you know, I have other videos I need to get done too. And I think with Lightning and Moonstone, like, I will keep doing theirs where when I do record, I try to pre-record like a batch of them. So we're full now. And we're not going to mark that because the cougar is probably going to eat the rest. Or we might have just taken the rest. We are in Coyote Creek territory, so we should probably find that marker and, you know, claim it for our own. But yeah, I will continue trying to pre-record those so that Jade doesn't have to miss too many episodes, but I hope you guys understand when I'm not able to get a video out for Jade because I don't have that much time in the day, and it takes a toll on my voice and my throat to record so much. I'm a pretty quiet person in my daily life. So my voice, I'm just not used to talking constantly. So I'm going to do my best, but I hope you guys understand. Let's take this over. We're gonna have to set this down and do some howling. There it is. Alright, and it looks like this scent post is just going to go right here for right now. Be another random one. Thankfully, we got that back. Let's take this circle marker off and we'll do another random one right there. So obviously I'm not going to be able to mark all of the random ones at the same time. We'll just do a few at a time. Who is full? Malachite is at 122. Citrine and Magnus are pretty full. So we are going to go like this. Do a double howl for Ruby. I think that was a double howl. Let's try again. I feel like it wasn't. Alright, well, her rally was achieved. That's good. And I guess we did need to boost that up. I feel like that was the same howl. Is it not working? There it is. Oh my gosh. You guys are so squeaky. Alright, so hopefully Ruby will be on her way now. And she is. We're going to go ahead and send Magnus home. And Citrine back home. So they can go feed the pups. Malachite, I was saving that for Ruby, but and then they should swap places. And why is this one already at 72? Didn't we strengthen that one, or did we completely pass through it and not strengthen it? Yeah. Let's head not north, southwest. Or is it southeast? Southeast. I'll get it right one of these times. We'll go slow so that Ruby can catch up and find her some food. and go try and take this other piece of Coyote Creek territory. There's Ruby. Welcome. Have what's left of this meat chunk. There would be more, but you know your dad. He likes to eat everybody's food. Look at him. He's proud of himself too. Right, that brought Ruby up to 84. Definitely needs more food. See a bunny and a coyote trying to eat the bunny. Sorry, coyote. We're gonna steal it. There you go, Ruby. Unless your dad eats it. And yeah, he's gonna eat that too. Oh, he left some for you. Probably turn off name tags. I think we know who's who out here. Oh, there is another mule deer. Shall we do it, guys? I think we should. Jade is getting tired already. Thankfully, Ruby is full of energy and ready to get it done. Oh. We weren't expecting that. Malachite, you just took our bite. We'll take this one, I guess. Obviously, elk would be a better option, so we don't have to hunt more than one, but Jade is more concerned about territory today. Alright, Ruby is full. Citrine and Magnus have made it home, and they are at 91, and all the pups look like they've been well fed. We will rip off a nice chunk here to bring back to them. Alright, we have marked that. We need to find Coyote Creek scent post quickly now since we howled in their territory. I see it way over there. I think Jade would be wondering, like, why on earth does this pack like to put these scent posts in such steep places? Alright, she took that over. She's going to move the marker up here, though. Maybe. Just put it here for now. And let's do some howling. Can hear Magnus howling back. Okay. And that one's fine. I wish we would have actually strengthened that one up, but we did not. So we are going to head back home. Get this meat chunk to Citrine and Magnus. A little gift to them for watching the pups for a little bit. Plenty of mule deer up here to hunt when we need. Alright, well hello little ones. Do we howl together? Get some pictures here before I forget. I definitely prefer name tags not being on now, but we don't know these pups very well yet, so we need to keep them on for a little bit so we can get to know everybody. Like, Turquoise looks a lot like her sister Citrine did when she was little, but the other ones are all so dark. Actually, Sapphire is a little bit more, I don't know, like a chocolatey red color. Now that I look at her. I think everybody is pretty good on food. Let's put down a little bit more here. Just in case any of the pups want to come eat. Go ahead and lay down. Hi, Turquoise. Let's get a picture of you with Mom. Turquoise is tired. She's gonna go into the den. Smart pup. Jade is debating on whether to send everybody in or just keep them out. Don't smell any danger right now, but can change pretty quick in the morning. You do smell dispersals on the wind. Oh, and bear. Yeah, it's not a good scent. Everybody in for a moment. Just in case. Jade is going to go. Let's do a quick check. All the scents just seem to have disappeared now. So maybe they were just old scent. Magnus, Ruby, and Malachite are ready to... Well, everybody's ready to go out. Look at you guys. Well, I mean, I would head out right now, but our affinity is a little bit low for all of us to go. Yeah, bear scent must have been old, so I'm gonna call everybody back out. Looks like all the food that got regurgitated is gone already. There you guys go. Put down one more for you guys. And the adults are gonna eat it. Look at all you pups. There's so many of you. I think Jade would be very happy to have another big litter. Her first litter was 6 pups, but it definitely worries her because, you know, out of 6 pups, only Ruby survived, and out of 5 pups, only Magnus and Citrine survived, so, you know, she's hopeful that it'll be a good year for them, but she definitely worries. Let's take a look at territory. That one went down to 66. We would like to get this one. That one's getting low. That's the one we didn't make it to. That's across the river, huh? Yeah. Okay. And we need to definitely get to this one when we can. Like, we want to do this one because this one's a little bit close to our den. But we're also already a little bit tired. And I have a bad habit of, you know, not letting my wolves get enough sleep. Everybody's doing really good on food. So I think we are going to go ahead and sleep again. So Magnus is already scenting the air, looking for danger. Everything smells okay so far. Do smell an elk herd. So yeah, let's let the pups eat what they can. Let's check territory. Okay, we need to make it down here soon. I think we'll stick with this flower loop that we were planning, and while we're here we might just go kind of strengthen those. I mean, we could do this loop here. No, let's do that. We'll do this loop and we'll just try to snag that one while we're there. Hello, Agate. Hi, Diamond. You guys are still hungry, I see. I think everybody's out of food to give you, though, so why don't you guys go on in, and we'll work on bringing you guys back some food. Gosh, we also need to hunt some elk, I guess. Still have a carcass if we go straight east and stick to our original flower plan. But it's probably not going to do... Probably not going to feed us much. And the elk scent seems to have gone. I really don't want to head west, so... Let's go check this carcass, I guess, and we'll go by sight again today. It's a little bit out of our, like, where we were wanting to go, but I guess, you know, sometimes you got to adapt. Sounds like Coyote Creek is howling up here. Looks like Malachite, Magnus, and Citrine have come again. Ruby stayed home. Another mule deer. We are going to go for it because I think we just need more. We need a whole mule deer if we're going to feed everybody. Magnus suffered an injury. Was it minor or major? think it was minor, yeah. Minor injury to his leg. We are all pretty hungry, so I imagine we'll eat this whole thing. Right. Malachite is now at 125. Citrine and Magnus are 100. So, Citrine's looking a little unsure, like, no, don't send me home. Let's do another double howl. And Jade's going to send Magnus home. We'll keep Citrine with us, because she is more confident than her brother. You know, I feel like Magnus would be more comfortable staying back with the pups, whereas Citrine would probably enjoy being out hunting with us more. And then we'll let them swap out again, and let's go check our carcass over here. Alright, is this worth our time of getting you to run off? Not really. Not really. I think Jade would rather just hunt something else. Comes Ruby. Alright, let's head southeast. This way. So we want to take that other Coyote Creek territory hacks. Hi, Ruby. You made it. Good job. Well, doesn't this just look like a Jade spot? She will move her post to here. I think it's so funny because Jade is just so frustrated with the other pack. Not just taking her territory, but putting their markers in spots that she just is not happy with. It's rather funny, I think. Jade doesn't think it's funny, but I think it's kind of funny. Alright, we got that one. Our territory is looking so much better. We really don't even need these two. So I think we're just going to go here, southwest, because those two are a little bit out of our, I mean, they're not super out of range, but they're not super important to us either, so we can do that on our next territory patrol if they are still ours and we feel like we need to do that. But I don't think Jade wants to worry about them a whole lot when this other territory is a little bit more important to get marked. It looks like our scent post is down there further. And I feel like she would want it up here. Like, it's hard to know which ones are random and which ones are marking places. But I feel like she would... Whoa! That scared me. It's like snowing and now there's a thunderstorm and it's raining. Huh. That lightning just came down right in front of us. Look at the clouds up there. Almost looks like a little tornado forming or something, doesn't it? They didn't add tornadoes into WolfQuest, did they? Look at it. That looks so crazy. Pretty sure it's just the clouds. Alright, that's done. Let's head west. Alright, we accidentally headed a little more north than we were wanting. In this 84% hex, so we might as well howl and strengthen it. We are still hungry and starting to run low on energy, so finding something to hunt would probably be a good idea. Do smell some pronghorn. Not going to give us much food, but it would be better than nothing. And you know, Jade might have to go back to what she normally did of food before another elk antler she can bring back. Well, there's the pronghorn right there. Food before territory, so doing elk hunts first before worrying about territory. That's what she's always done in the past. And with her, I think with her pack getting bigger and with battling so much over territory over the winter, I think, you know, she has territory on her mind, so, you know, she might go back to hunting elk before. This one is really close. Oh. Darn it. They're really good at that. Like, you'll be right on one of them, and then another one will just come and jam into you. I don't think we're gonna do this, Jade, unless they slow down a little bit. Maybe? Oh, this one is weak. Come on, guys. Looks like Ruby and I both got thrown off at the same time. Alright, alright. We got her stopped for a minute. Oh, wow, we did it. Good job, guys. Look at everybody just tear into her. Definitely hungry, aren't we? Can't even get in there. Right next to the boulder field again, huh? Interesting. Pronghorn definitely seem to like this area. Oh, we're still pretty hungry. I think elk definitely would have been the better option today. Thankfully, Magnus already ate. I mean, I'm sure he would like more food, but, you know, maybe we can catch a bunny or something on the way. Okay, Malachite is at 125. Pups are starting to get a little bit low. Ruby is at 100. And Magnus is at 82. I think we are going to send Malachite and Ruby home. Citrine can stay with Mom. We're not going to bring Magnus out because we are just about done out here. And we did end up down here. Let's go ahead and howl and strengthen this. Yeah, are we doing a rally, Citrine? I don't think we really need to, but there we go. Alright, and then let's head north. A little bit slow so that Malachite and Ruby don't think we're trying to catch up with them. Maybe head off in this direction a little bit. What's up here? Is it a bunny? It's a coyote. Of course it is. Of course it is. Oh. What's running over here? Is it another mule deer? No, it's another pronghorn. Yeah. Jade will definitely do an elk hunt when they wake back up. And then you hear Magnus just howling back. It's so funny. Alright, so we could do this flower right here when we wake up, but this is the only one that's really low. It's the only one I'm really worried about. So I think Jade is going to just run over there real quick and strengthen it super quick. That way, when we wake up, we can worry more about doing our hunt than trying to get to certain territory. I'd be very curious to follow this trail sometime and just see where it leads. This is definitely not a not a spot Jade would normally pick for a scent post. Alright, Citrine, shall we head back home? There's a bunny. Jade's going to eat the bunny. She could use a little bit more to regurgitate for the pups, and, you know, all of the adults can eat the regurgitant too, so that will work just fine, I think, for the night. Sacred scent post is right over here. Right next to our other den site. There was just one we could mark on the way home. Alright, let's get back to our pups. think Jade's full enough. She'll take this one back. And home is right up this valley here. That's why I love these two dens, because you can just follow this valley and it'll pretty much take you to the other den. Here we are. Ruby looked like she was laying down. Hello, everybody. Where is everybody at? There you are. Malachite is being a good father, bringing Amazon Bite. Amazonite, not Amazon Bite. Back to the den. Turquoise, you're a little far over here. Look at that quick little wagtail. Wagtail. Tail wag. My goodness, I'm just saying everything backwards. Agate. I don't really like you being way up here on the other side of this rock. Let's get you back over here with everybody. Looks like everybody is feeling pretty tired. Diamond, you too. So we're here exploring. Citrine's laying with Amazonite. I think Jade's going to do a little sniff. And we smell coyotes. So, let's put everybody in then. Sapphire, you are way too far. You know what? It's raining anyways. The pups haven't developed their coats as much as they need to withstand the rain. Ruby's gonna go in and cuddle with them. Jade was thinking about doing that, but if Ruby would like to do that, that is fine. She'll go in, keep the pups nice and warm. It looks like Aquamarine is very tired. Tiredest of all the pups. Everybody is doing well on food and pups. Let's check their weight real quick. 7.9, 7.8, 7.1, 8.2. So Diamond is our biggest pup, and our smallest pup looks like our Amazonite and Sapphire. They are tied at 7.1. I did keep forgetting to check the known wolves. We do have a lot of wolves that do need to be named over here. Looks like we have more yearlings, and Kiona. Finally, we've met the other pack leader. So we need to name him. Then we have Pepper and Salt, and I've been thinking about their names. I want to stick with those seasonings, so we're going to go Thyme, and Cinnamon. I think I spelled that right. And then like Caramel has died. Teasel has died. Then we have another subordinate down here to name. So I'm going to name those real quick and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so I went ahead and gave everybody names. We went for the two Camus dispersals. We have Calypso and Chamomile. And all of the names were for the Stranger Wolves were suggested by Catherine. Thank you again. For the benchmark males, we have Balto and Kodiak. And then, like I said, we did Thyme and Cinnamon for those two yearlings to stick with that seasoning theme. And then we did Jupiter and Fauna for these two yearlings. And then the pack leader is now Pluto for Coyote Creek. And then down here we have Flora for the other subordinate in Cottonwood Creek. And then Catherine was asking if I could check on the departed wolves, so I'm just going to kind of scan through it. I feel like not much happens with all of them, besides like sometimes wolves from over here will move over to this list. Looks like Sage has died. And maybe we already knew that. Looks like Oath from the RB pack. What was RB? Rosebud? Yeah, that was Rosebud. So Oath has moved elsewhere with a mate. So they found a mate. Most likely another dispersal. Looks like Nanook has also passed on. Buttons was already passed on, but now Nanook has two. And, you know, we already knew about Ghost, so... yeah. That's pretty much it. So, let's go back over here. Looks like everybody is feeling pretty tired. We just sent the pups in. Everybody is in, yes. And let's get some sleep. I feel like we are about due for something to happen. Either stranger wolf attack or sickness. Everybody could go back in so we can make sure the coast is clear, please. Guys, that is not going to help them go into the den. You know, read the room, guys. Read the room. I'm pretty sure if something was going to happen, it would have happened by now, though. Alright. We are not smelling any danger, and nothing has happened yet, so let's call the pups back out. Looks like maybe the sun is coming up. See a little bit of light coming over the horizon. Alright, everybody can get their bellies nice and full. Let's put down more food, make sure everybody gets plenty. Affinity is very low, so let's go ahead and do a howl. Oop, hold up. Pretty sure that's just a rabbit running across that field down there. Hopefully. Let's do a roll. Let's see if we can't get another picture of the pack here. Malachite's gonna do a nice little roll too. Amazonite, you are just up here by yourself, and it makes Jade very, very nervous. Please stay down here with the rest of the pack. Sapphire, you too, please. I know you guys want to explore, but still a little bit young for that, okay? Yep, pretty sure that's a rabbit. Yeah, it's definitely getting lighter. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do a roll. Yeah, Jade will roll with ya. Everybody loves to see Jade loosen up a little bit. Affinity is definitely lower than I'd like. And let's take a look at territory. Territory is doing pretty good for the most part. So Yeah, everybody's doing pretty good on food, but an elk hunt would definitely be helpful. Pups are definitely gaining in weight, and our fleas are at 25. So, yeah, I don't know how long I've been recording, but I feel like it's been a while. Oops, wrong button. So I'm going to end here so I have time to edit this video and get it out to you guys. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed, and again, if you guys did not get a name on a puppy, I do apologize. But I will make sure you guys are first in line for the next litter. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging with me. This is really cute. I'm going to snag a picture while I can. Aww. You didn't even see this little one. All curled up. Turquoise. Aww. I get so distracted. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging with me. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give a like and consider subscribing if you are new. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, bye-bye.